Yo, welcome back to the Gym with Kid podcast 216. You already know how we start. Start off by thanking God for all He has done for me and what He will continue to do for me, but not only me, my family, my friends, and those who I don't even know. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy Monday. Today is January 15th. We celebrate Martin Luther King Day, and we know what he has done and what it stands for. Civil rights activists. We know. Just want to take a moment to thank him for all his hard work and dedication to the cause of what he was doing. What you did would never go in vain. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King. But today, it's a new day. If you get to experience it and wake up, that should account for something. Because somebody somewhere didn't get up. And before I get into what I want to talk to you all about today, I'm going to start with the verse of the day. And it is in Titus, chapter 1, verse 15. To the pure, all things are pure. But to those who are corrupted and do not believe, nothing is pure. In fact, both their minds and conscience are corrupted. Let that sink in. Whatever that means to you, and that is in the Bible in Titus, chapter 1, verse 15. And I'm going to read it again. I always like reading it again because maybe somebody didn't get it. To the pure, all things are pure. But to those who are corrupted and do not believe, nothing is pure. In fact, both their minds and consciences are corrupted. So I come here today with a heavy heart because someone that I used to work with for a little bit over a year is no longer with us. I just got the news yesterday night when I was on my way to work. It's my old coworker, and her name is Tanya Murphy. Really good lady. Really good lady. She was a joy to be around, somebody to talk to, and was somebody that had a lot of knowledge. And she also was a believer. And I just can't believe it because just a month ago, we were texting. She's a big Tyler Perry fan. One thing I remember her telling me, it's funny. She said, Keelan, if it's two things I don't talk about, it's Tyler Perry and politics. She loved her some Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry has a documentary special on Amazon. And when I saw it, I just thought of her. So I wanted to text her. And that I did. I texted her and she said she didn't have Prime and that she wanted to watch it. And I said, oh, okay. But before that, but occasionally text her to see how she was doing. And she asked me how my family was doing, how, my wife was doing. And everything was, seemed pretty good. Not to mention, she was the only one to come to my baby shower when I had my baby shower. Brought her a gift, and that meant a lot to me because I invited not all my coworkers, but a select few of my coworkers, and she was the only one to show. So I really appreciate that. She didn't stay long, but her presence was felt, and her coming meant a lot. And when we used to work together, we used to just talk and have conversations, and it was always good ones. She always wanted what was best for me. She was always trying to put me in a position to be successful. And what I mean by that is, I remember we was working, and she was like, Keelan, this job is hiring, get paid a little bit of money, be able to, provide for your family. She was always just really genuine and just trying to look out. And I appreciate that. One thing, when we worked together, one thing she used to do is she used to go to the Westside Market, and she was to get some kibasas, fresh kibasas, and she would bring it to work, and she would give it to me. And sometimes I would pay for it, but sometimes she would just give it to me, and I would take it home, and my wife would cook it, and it was really, really good. And she also used to make her homemade chicken and dumplings. Just a really good lady. Really good lady. And she will be missed by many. But I just want to take a second to pray for her family and hope that God can heal their heart in time. It's very unfortunate. But I say all that to say, we don't know how much time we got here left. We don't. I'm pretty sure she didn't think that the day that she was living was going to be her last. I'm pretty sure she didn't think that. And we all, and myself included, we just tend to take things for granted. Our life, our health, everything. Because we become so accustomed to it that we think that we're going to live forever. We're not. We honestly don't know. And we need to start living like it. What if you never knew? What if you knew when you're gonna die? Would you act different? Would you respond different to stuff? Would you have a different outlook? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. How would you act if you knew you were going to die versus you don't know? How would you? for me, every time someone that I know or came in contact with or had a conversation with or had a relationship dies, it just does something to me. It's sad. It puts me in a very familiar place in terms of losing someone. I think about my grandmother. Think about my Uncle Jack. I think about my mother. It just put me back to those moments of emotion and how I felt. Excuse me. It puts me back to that place. And I don't like feeling like that. Even though I know that it's inevitable. I know that. I know that no one lives forever in this time. And I know sooner or later they will die. But that doesn't make it easier. It's still hard. It's still hard. I feel as if we all need to live like we're going to die. Because I think that if we did, maybe these would be different. There was a study, and it was a group of people. And in the study, a lot of these people were going to therapy. They were doing all this stuff. And long story short, they told them that they were going to die. Like, didn't have too much longer to live, right? So when they told them this, like, everything started to change. The way they started to eat, the way they started to treat people, they started following their dreams. But it wasn't real. They just wanted to see how they would respond. And that's how they responded to it. It took for them to have to know that they had an expiration date in order to really start living, if that makes sense. That's when they finally start living. But they shouldn't have to take that. We should live every day like it's our last. Because every day that we get up in the morning and get to see a new day is by the grace of God. No doubt about it. And we need to start living, be more thankful of that. Be more thankful for the small things. Just grateful for the small things, never the big things. So unfortunate, man. I thought about her all day today. All day. And I just want to pray for anybody out there that has recently lost someone or has lost someone in the past. I just want to pray for you right now, and I just hope that you're able to get through it. And I want you to know that you're not alone. It takes time. But I feel like you need to do whatever you need to do to try to get help in terms of therapy, counseling, talk to someone. It helps. I'm a firm believer in it, and I can attest to it. Just want to let y'all know that it's okay. With time and with God, it will be okay. It will not be easy. But I'm here to tell you that it's going to be okay. It's hard. It's never easy. Losing someone you love, or losing someone you had a relationship with, a parent, a wife, it's never easy. It's never easy. One of the members of my church, I think I shared this before, but I'm going to share it again. I'm letting y'all get up out of here. One of the members of my church, we talked about crying. And he said, I just believe that there's a time and place for everything. He said, I cry, but there's a time and place for it. And he went on to say that he lost his wife and he lost his daughter within the same year. And as he was saying that, he started crying. And I could just feel his energy. I just felt his pain, even though I couldn't really relate. And it was hard for him, very hard for him, to lose two people, a wife and a daughter. And he's just taking it one day at a time. We never know, and I never knew that. We never know what someone is carrying or what they're going through. We don't know. We don't know. Some people don't talk about it. Some people, if they do talk about it, they might talk about it in private with family or therapists or something like that. But sometimes they don't even do that. But a lot of times you just don't know. You just carry it around. Carry it around. And it's very unfortunate. It's just sad, man. It's just very sad. I'm like still in disbelief about my old coworker. I was just looking at her text messages. We were going back and forth, sending through the years. God just be with her. I'm gonna let y'all go on a prayer. God, I just pray that you continue to be with Tanya's family. God, I just pray that you just stay with them, cover them. I plead the blood of Jesus Christ over them. I just please be with them. God, be with me. Be with my family, my friends, and those who I know. Just put a shield over them, help them, lead them, plant seeds into them, and lead them where they need to be. God, I want to say thank you for everything you have done for me and will continue to do for me. God, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I All right. Thank y'all for listening to the Genuine Care Podcast 216. I'll see y'all Friday.